Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host Chris, or CDB, and today we're going to shave with The Beach by Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, PAA. Let me go ahead and show you the ingredients right there while I unscrew the top here. And it's interesting with PAA, everything is space. You know, you see, here's a guy on the beach, but there's a space guy right here. There's like a dragon, or it's just, there's always all this wacky stuff going on in the PAA labels. It's usually space themed, excuse me. Really nice strength of scent on this soap. Probably about a good 8 out of 10, I would say. The scent on this, it's really hard to describe. It reminds me of like suntan lotion back in the 70s. Did we even wear suntan lotion back then? I guess there was Coppertone and things like that. This is actually one of my favorite scents from PAA. I don't know if everybody loves it as much as I do, but I love it. It reminds me of Tin, Bo Derek. Remember that? Her walking out of the water onto the beach or into the water. I can't remember. It's great. It smells like suntan lotion, but it's really pleasant to me. I love this soap. The price is $14.95 for the Crown King formula. Cocoa butter. I love this scent. I don't see this as much out there as it used to be, and this is probably 6 years old. It was first a collaboration between How to Grow a Mustache, before Phoenix was Phoenix, and Italian Barber originally, but now it's just Phoenix, the Beach. I love this. This is one of my favorite soap scents, and I just absolutely love it. We're going to use the RazoRock Game Changer Jaws today. This is the 6/8, and I've got a crystal blade in here, but if it feels rough, I'm going to change it to a different blade, because yesterday it didn't feel super smooth to me when I was using the Rex. By the way, the cost on this, $14.95 for 4 ounces. We'll put our cost chart right there. $3.73 per ounce, which is in the thumbs up territory. Definitely a fair price. And I have really been enjoying these PAA soaps. Here is our West Coast Shaving Synthetic, which I really like a lot. This, folks, for right around 17 bucks, is one of my favorite brushes. It's fantastic. It's soft. It's dense. It's inexpensive. I mean, I just love it. It's just one of those. I used this brush probably for a good several months straight, you know, when I wasn't making videos, just day after day. And I used it in many videos, you know, back to back to back. And I just wanted to see for the price how it would hold up. And it's held up very, very well. It is a terrific brush. And I hope West Coast Shaving gets more of these. I think they are, because I need to get the one with the blue sort of translucent handle. I want that one. I have the black one, black and gray. And of course I have this one. These are absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love them. And I love this soap. Whew. Really, really nice. I don't know, it just reminds me of the 70s. You know, I grew up in the 70s. And this reminds me of that time period, which is really, really, I'm fond of, obviously. I think most of us are, you know, fond of the time we grew up. If we had a, you know, pretty decent childhood, or at least it connects us to those times, and that's why I really like it. I'm going to use today this is RazoRock's Cube. I also have the Phoenix one, but I'm trying to use this one up first, which is why I'm using it more now. By the way, yesterday I mentioned, excuse me, I don't have the corona, or at least I hope not. Sorry about that. Anyway, yesterday I mentioned Italian Barber closed their doors, and what I meant was, at the time it said they weren't able to ship things, and now today it says there might be a delay in shipping. So I don't know how long it'll be if you make an order, but they're still open, they're still accepting orders, but it might take a while before you get it. So just keep that in mind, please. And of course we wish, you know, Joe and all the folks at Italian Barber, well, and all the other businesses that having a rough go right now. But this corona thing is rough on everybody. I mean, no matter who you are, you're probably affected in some way. And so let's hope that we get a handle on it quickly, or as quickly as, you know, reasonably possible. The main thing, of course, is keeping everybody safe. Okay, let's start lathering. We've been carrying on quite a bit, and we haven't done one lick of lathering. And I'm trying to lather my eyeballs today, clearly. That's okay. Oh man, I love this soap. I miss this soap badly. And, you know, when I came back with a clean slate and just like, you know, I'm using everything, no exclusions, this was one of the first things that I wanted. This was a really fun soap when it came out. This came out originally in the old big film canister type of thing, How to Grow Mustache. Again, it originally was a collaboration with Italian Barber. And I haven't had no problem whatsoever with these, I'm just calling it regular Crown King formula. But trust me, if you have not used a PAA soap since the days of those film canister tins, you need to try one. And it doesn't matter to me whether you try the CK6 or the regular formula, it's good. It is very good. Vastly improved from 3-4 years ago, I would say. Okay, let's see how we do with our RazoRock jaws. And that feels pretty good. No problems with that. But again, if this blade starts feeling rough, I'm not sure about that. I will change it. I am not afraid to change something midstream, because yesterday I didn't feel this blade felt great in the envoy, but it's not bad so far, I'm thinking. Obviously this soap is really nice quality. No problems with it whatsoever. It lathers quite easily, I think. And I don't think you'll have any problems with it at all. Again, pick your poison, you know, CK6 or the, you know, Crown King, whatever. It's entirely up to you. Both are available. And I will have links below where you can pick these products up if you like. I would remind you again, especially when it comes to PAA, that if you know you're going to like the scent, let's say it's a cologne scent that you know you love, like the Creed Aventus one. I can't think of what the name of that one is that PAA makes. If you think you're going to want the aftershave, it's best to get the soap and aftershave bundled, because you'll save some money. And as you know, I'm always a fan of, you know, saving money. And I'm pretty sure PAA has a like a rewards type program where you build points and so on as well. So make sure you sign up for all that. They have veteran discount as well. So if you're a veteran or active duty military, you can take advantage of that. And I think that's very cool. I like the companies that do that. It's very, very nice. Speaking of which, I was talking to Shave Cave in the comments of the video, and he mentioned Cuba. He had gone to Cuba. And since I believe he was in the Navy, I just assumed, because he was talking about Cuba, that they had been to Guantanamo Bay. Because I was in the Air Force, but I was a law enforcement specialist, and I was deployed to Guantanamo Bay in, excuse me, 1994. I'll roll a couple of pictures in as I'm talking a little bit. Anyway, I got deployed to Guantanamo in 1994 for Operation Sea Signal. And Operation Sea Signal was where there were lots of Cuban and Haitian migrants rafting across the Caribbean trying to get to the United States. And so a lot of these people were rafting up all over the place, and they would pick them up and bring them to Guantanamo Bay. And we had these huge migrant camps all over Guantanamo, tens of thousands of migrants. And so we were on a humanitarian mission to, you know, feed, clothe and house all these migrants until they figured out what they were going to do with them. And I was there about 5 months, I want to say. And, you know, I've been rolling in some of the pictures there for Shave Cave. If you're watching, there's just a few of my old Guantanamo Bay pictures. Beautiful place, by the way. Of course, at that time, we could not go to, you know, cross the line. And there were also, at that time, still mines on the border of Guantanamo Bay and Cuba proper. Still mines and anti-tank stuff and things of that nature. I don't know if there still is on the base there, but that was a fun time, a fun deployment. Of course, I miss my family. You know, my daughter was, I think, under a year old at the time, or right at a year old. So that was tough, but it was also a fun deployment. Sorry for the coughing and the congestion and all that. I'm just still working through it. By the way, today I want to mention another channel in addition to Shave Cave, of course, which I've mentioned a number of times. Today I'm mentioning, if I can clear my voice, El Chingon Mendez Shaves. El Chingon Mendez Shaves. Nice fellow from California. I will link his channel below. He primarily shaves with straight razors. Got a really nice attitude. He brings his son, which he calls Little Chingon, on, and he is just a handsome young gent. I think his son, he said in the last video, his son's been sick. I don't think he has this virus, fortunately, but anyway, go check out El Chingon and tell him that Chris from IMCDB sent you. And I think it's great that all the other channels have been mentioning the other channels and so on. Sort of I don't know, the camaraderie and the, you know, cohesiveness and cooperation between all the channels now, in my view, all-time high, which is great. We need it. This is a rough time in history, and I think we'll all look back on these videos and, you know, years down the road, God willing, we'll all look back and go, yeah, remember those videos? We made those videos during the Corona, you know, crisis. And hoping everyone is doing well. And by the way, I want to mention, if you are a viewer who has been confirmed, you've been tested and confirmed, please comment below and tell us, if you're able to, how it started, what your initial symptoms were. And the reason I mention that is because David from the DC Shaves, I think it's the DC Shaves, he's John Shave 101's son, and he has tested positive. And he told me that his symptoms started out, he had trouble with his eyes. He was having like a burning sensation, a little bit of blurred vision, followed by headaches. And about 2 or 3 days later is when the cough and all that stuff started. And then another person, completely separate from him, also told me that their symptoms started with eye troubles and then headaches as well. So that's 2 independent accounts of people who have been confirmed that told me their symptoms started with like troubles with their eyes, being sensitive to lights, a little burning sensation. And so I would like to know, if you're out there and you have the corona virus and have been confirmed, how did your symptoms start? When did you know? Just, you know, tell us your story and we'll share it, because the more education, the better. I have not heard those symptoms reported in the media at all, but now I've got 2 firsthand accounts of these symptoms. So let us know below. And also let us know below, you know, how your country is doing with it. As I mentioned yesterday, everybody in the world is dealing with this. We're all together in this. And I hope that, again, everyone is following the instructions, staying in. It's the best thing you can do to control this thing. That's the only power we really have The only power you really have is to keep from spreading it to someone else and getting it. Every one of us who followed those instructions makes it safer for everybody in the entire world. We're all in this together. And so please, I beg of you, do what you're being asked to do. And I totally understand those of us who have a libertarian streak. We don't necessarily like to be told what to do. But there are times where we just need to do what we've been asked to do. And you've been asked by your country and your fellow man to stay in, to limit your travels for everybody's benefit. Please do that, because I am. And so I hope you will too. Let's try to keep everybody safe and minimize the amount of trouble that we have here. It's critically important. And I mention it every day, and I will continue to mention it. Please do your best to keep us all safe. We're all depending on you. And I promise I'm doing my part. And I'm asking you to do the same. So thank you very much. Okay, let's get back to shaving here. The RazoRock Game Changer Jaws has been very good. This is my second run, so I haven't used it a ton yet. The crystal blade's okay in it. It is not super smooth, but it's better than it was yesterday. So I'm enjoying it. And I'm really enjoying this soap. This is really, like I said, it's one of those scents that it's unique to this soap. There's nothing like this out there that I'm aware of. There might be other soaps that are beach themed, or, there's like Sterling Island Man that has like a sort of tropical vibe to it, but it's not like this. This one is suntan lotion. Like, it literally makes you think you've slapped on some Coppertone or, some old school suntan lotion. And that's part of what I like about it. It gives me a sort of vintage vibe. It doesn't really necessarily smell like the suntan lotions of today, but it'll definitely, I think if you smell it, it will give you that vibe. And I love it. The quality is terrific. The price is good. And, I'm going to follow up with the aftershave as well. So stay tuned. I'm going to get a rinse and we'll come back and do the post. Stay tuned. And all right, we're back with the Magic Made by Witches. There's. And we will slap this on. That was a great shave. Very relaxing. Love the scent. Absolutely terrific. This Crown King formula is nothing to sleep on. I'm telling you, this is one of the better vegan formulas out there. And I haven't even tried CK6 yet. But the quality of this, I've been quite impressed with. The PAA. Check it out if you haven't tried it for a long time. Or if you think you might like the beach. Again, I'll have some links below if you're interested. For your convenience, we use the RazoRock Game Changer Jaws 6.8. This is about medium aggressive. Even with the 6.8, I made a mistake. I thought I was getting the 8.4. I got the 6.8. I'm still liking it. It was very, very nice. We used, again, of course, the beach, which was phenomenal. Absolutely terrific. Our West Coast Shaving two-tone synthetic, fantastic. And we're going to finish things off today with the beach aftershave, which I absolutely love. It sticks around a good long time. That's one of the things that generally about the PAA aftershave / colognes, they do hang around a while. The way I use these is I put my finger over the restrictor and just let some out. Because, well, actually there isn't a restrictor on these bottles. These bottles are old school and work on vacuum. But personally, I find that if you just put your finger over it and then let out what you want, you're good to go. Just simple as that. So if you don't want to depend on the vacuum and turning it completely upside down, just put your finger over it and control it that way. Oh, that smells great. Oh, I love this stuff. I really do. This, every time I use it, it brings a smile to my face. There's some good cooling going on now, the menthol. I love this stuff. PAA, the beach. I can't praise it highly enough. I can't guarantee you that you will like the scent. But I'm telling you what, I do. This is one of my favorites. I've loved it since the first day it came out. I remember when it came out. It was a big hit. And anyway, I want to thank everybody for watching today. Please, please, please keep yourself safe. Follow the instructions. And also remember, until next time, it's your shave. Do it your way. And God bless.